It took me some time to get to this conclusion that whenever I compare myself, I lose money. And I guess deep down, we all want big things in life, big cars, big houses, the kind of stuff that people notice. And the reason why we want all these good things is so that we can feel important within the society or we feel admired within the society. And the desire of feeling important is what triggers the comparison. So, today in this video, I want to break down why I believe that whenever I compare myself, I quietly lose money. So, for me, comparison usually starts when somebody else gets something which is close to what I wanted to. For example, let's say a friend of mine got promoted, especially when I was trying for promotion at the same time within my company. And sometimes it's visible too. For example, let's say a friend of mine got a better car or a bigger house than I have. Then all these events, they trigger a rush of emotions that I experience, which leads me to a zone of comparison where I would totally stop looking at my journey. I would start comparing my journey with respect to theirs. And I would also start thinking to myself that I should have been further along by now. And in those moments, anything that I have done good so far in my life and I feel good about, all of a sudden it just fades away. And then there's second guessing of decisions too. And the questions that I would ask myself would be, did I take the right decision? Or did I wait too long? Maybe I could have done something better. Maybe I could have looked around even more. And then when these thoughts start, the spiral just doesn't stop. And when I try to understand the reason of why this happened, I can see that my comparison is a product of my fear. Fear of missing out, fear of falling behind, and fear of losing the image of being successful. And when that image is threatened, that's when emotions take over. The emotions take over the decision making. And then my decisions, they become more reactive. And that's when I start losing money. So let me give you a quick example. There was a time when one of my friends told me that he booked a brand new car, the one that I really liked too. And just because he booked it, I booked the same car within the next 24 hours, even though I had a perfectly good car already. And 5.5 years down the line today, I am still paying for that car. And not just that, I also booked a Tesla once after that, just because I saw my friends upgrading to a better car. But thankfully, I canceled it. So when I look back today at those decisions, one thing is very clear to me, that in those moments, when I was taking those decisions, I didn't ask myself a very important question, which was, does this align with my goals or will it work against them? So I'm going to be honest here. My goal is to build wealth. But buying an expensive car on loan without a strong income support wasn't going to serve with that goal. It actually worked against it. Because investing that money would have served me far better than upgrading my car when it wasn't even required. And money is not just the cost that I paid. It was also time. Because of this decision, I reached my financial goals later than I had planned or anticipated. And that delay was also the money I lost. Based on my experience now, here's the pattern that I've realized and I've noticed. I compare myself, then fear kicks in, then I take misaligned and impulsive decisions, and then finally, I lose money. I genuinely believe now that I do financially much better when I focus on or craft my own journey and I just stick to my goals. Because the moment I start competing or comparison, I've just stopped playing my own game and I've started playing someone else's. With all this understanding, I was able to figure out few things that have really helped me. The first one is that I have accepted these emotions because I've understood the fact that I cannot stop these rush of feelings, which usually lead me to comparison. I'm going to feel similar in the future. All I need to do is just manage them really well. The second thing is that I've gotten really clear with my goals. What do I want, or how important are my goals to me? Because if I'm willing to sacrifice my goals just to keep up with everyone, then my goals aren't really that important to begin with. And then finally, whenever I feel these rush of emotions leading me to comparison, then I take a quick pause, I take a moment, and I ask myself a very important question. What do I really want from my life? And the answer that I get is that my journey is very unique. And all I need to do is just keep going. I'm not an expert here on the subject, but I just wanted to share my experience. And if this resonated with you, then do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button because it is going to help me create some similar diary notes in the future.